So welcome back. It's the 23rd of August. It's race day 2, and we're back on the OB deck of the St Francis Yacht Club. And what a day out here today. This is really different weather for San Francisco, I'm here to tell you, because this time last year we had a whole lot of fog and it was freezing cold up here today. It's a t-shirt day. Breeze has taken a while to come in. It's just on 2:30, so Johnny Craig waited until this breeze came, and now we've got some breeze. It's starting to build slowly but surely. It started coming about 2 hours ago, and knot by knot, I'd say we've got about 15 knots out there at the moment, and we don't know what it's going to go to, but 15 knots is plenty. It won't be too scary. The guys will be fully arced up and looking at tactics with the fleet, because I think this fleet's going to be pretty close today. The Kiwis had a good start yesterday, and I'm seeing them come into the start line area and be a bit tougher on Herman and John Winnie, who had it all to themselves yesterday. So there's the setup. Today we've got the tide again running from right to left. It's a strong current out there that'll test them as usual. Come back to you inside the start sequence. Johnny Craig will be getting the way very shortly. So there you go, Johnny Craig. We normally get a gun, but I heard a horn, so I'd say we're inside a minute. And boy, oh boy, they're not too interested in this pin end, although Johnny Craig set a much shorter line today. You can see that red can with the rib down to leeward, and I think the bias is on John Craig's boat, so that's where the action is. All fighting for a spot there. I can see the Pirates. Now the Pirates have had a good go at this. Herman Winning, his most weather boat, I think, up there or just below. Johnny Winning's right beside him, so father and son liking the same bit of water. Probably about 10 seconds ago, their bows aren't down. They've got to watch this tide because they're right out there in that current, and that gun want to go soon, because I think they're all going over right now, and this could be a general. Yeah, you can see what's happened. Thurlow Fisher's completely missed he's had to go about, so I don't think we're going to get a start out of this. Total chaos. There's a gun just gone now, so the whole fleet over basically, and that's due to that current and the line being a bit shorter. We'll come back to you when we get them set up for the second start.
There shouldn't be anything out there. Rolling.
Okay, so we're coming up for start 2 of race 3, and different lineup this time. Michael Coxon in the Thurlow boats decided to have a crack at this pin end, and he's looking pretty good. But it just remains to be seen how many of these starboard tackers come hurtling down towards him. He's got a couple of ASL boats there keeping him honest, and up to the boat end. Herman Winning in the Pirates still likes that boat end. He likes the bias up there, and we're probably inside about 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Cocko's put his bow down. He got an idea what the time is, so Cocko's going to brain them here. If that gun goes now, ooh, yeah, there it goes. So Cocko's brained them. He's got away from this pin end. He's got a clear lane, and he's going to cross those starboard tackers quite easily. So that's a big development way early in this race, and Cocko needs a bullet today. He had a discard yesterday, don't forget, when he capsized, so go Cocko. And out of the rest of them, Herman's had a bad start. The Pirates got put about there, and you can see them just on the boat, and there's a boat capsizing right in front of them, or to leeward. So plenty of drama out of the start. And I've got a feeling we're going to have a lot more drama as this race unfolds. This afternoon's got that look about it. And so here comes Woody. Woody's come right into this Chrissy Fields shore. If you're on here, we've got the vision of Yandu. He's probably doing the best, although he's got Jono Whitty in the Panasonic, pinning him. He can't tackle John. There goes Jono. So Woody's got a shot at this whenever he wants to go. Here he goes. So there's the lineup. Howie Hamlin, not a good start from Howie, but I'd say he's going to be about level pegging with, no, he'd just be behind Woody, I'd say, at this stage. So there's another race within a race. Early days, we'll see you at the top mark and see how it all pans out.
There shouldn't be anything out there. Rolling.
Okay, so we're coming up for start 2 of race 3, and different lineup this time. Michael Coxon in the Thurlow boats decided to have a crack at this pin end, and he's looking pretty good. But it just remains to be seen how many of these starboard tackers come hurtling down towards him. He's got a couple of ASL boats there keeping him honest, and up to the boat end. Herman Winning in the Pirates still likes that boat end. He likes the bias up there, and we're probably inside about 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Cocko's put his bow down. He got an idea what the time is, so Cocko's going to brain them here. If that gun goes now, Ooh, yeah, there it goes. So Coco's brained them. He's got away from this pin end. He's got a clear lane, and he's going to cross those starboard tackers quite easily. So that's a big development way early in this race. And Coco needs a bullet today. He's best. He had a discard yesterday, don't forget, when he capsized. So go Coco. And out of the rest of them, Herman's had a bad start. The Pirates got put about there, and you can see them just on the boat, and there's a boat capsizing right in front of them, or leeward. So plenty of drama out of the start. And I've got a feeling we're going to have a lot more drama as this race unfolds. This afternoon's got that look about it. And so here comes Woody. Woody's come right into this Chrissy Fields shore. If you're on here, we've got the vision of Yandu. He's probably doing the best, although he's got Jono Whitty in the Panasonic, pinning him. He can't tackle John. There goes Jono. So Woody's got a shot at this whenever he wants to go. Here he goes. So there's the lineup. Howie Hamlin, not a good start from Howie, but I'd say he's going to be about level pegging with, no, he'd just be behind Woody, I'd say, at this stage. So there's another race within a race. Early days, we'll see you at the top mark and see how it all pans out. So at the first turn mark under the Golden Gate Bridge for Michael Coxon, blitzed them going up there. As you remember, he got that excellent pin end start. So Cocker, great break on the first run down. He should really clear out now. And the second bat, I'm not sure who that is from where I'm sitting, but we'll soon see with the Spinnaker, I guess. Could be John Winning. See if it's a blue shoot. No, is that Herman Winning? Don't tell me. Let's see. Stand by. Shoot going up. Yeah, it's the pirate ship, I think. Coco leads. And not sure, but you can see there's quite a bit of a spread now between the first four boats back to the main pack. There's Johnny Winning's blue shoot. So he's around in fourth place, I'd say. Pretty sure that's Woody's. Yep. And that's the pirate boat in second place. So we'll just cut from this because it's a bit hard to tell, but definitely the Pirates are in second. So that's a great recovery if it is, and I'm pretty sure it is. Come back to you at this gate mark when they all compress here. We'll know who's who in the zoo. Okay, so we're at the gate for the first time, and Coco, nice job. He's got that 100-metre lead. Herman Winning was in second place, and lo and behold, it's John Winning Sr. in the Yandu. Old Age and Treachery in third place, and I've got a feeling this race, unless these guys fall over, are going to, well, he's still got a long way to go, and of course Herman is going to put his foot down here, we know that much. Coco is very, very good in these conditions, so it just remains to be seen. Now, the fourth boat we can tell you is Panasonic, I believe, unless it's Maersk Line. Just difficult to pick these colour patches out. No, I'd say it's Maersk Line. That'd be Graham Gately, so great job those guys, and they're really hauling it down there. Fourth boat through the gate, so they're right in contention. Woody jibing off, Herman's jibed off, Coco's jibed off, so they've gone out into the current, and Maersk has gone with them as well. So all boats heading out wide to make that approach down to Alcatraz, and the next boat through the gate is Alex Varlings in the CT Battens. And then I think it's the first of the ASL boats, which is a great performance. I don't know the names of those guys at this point, but that white, black and green chute is an ASL boat, so well done those guys. And following them, now Howie's a big disappointment on this first part of the course. Howie's back in 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll be the 8th boat through that gate. So Howie, a lot of work to do. See you soon. We'll give you the positions around the bottom mark, Alcatraz style. Okay, so heading for the jibe angle now. We're on Thurlow Fisher Michael Coxon, and he's about to jibe that boat any second, and he's to weather of Herman Winning, who's out wider and really smoked it down there. The other guy that went really hard is Johnny Winning. He's had a great trip down there, so we'll know in a second who's gauged up on who. But Coco's jibed safely. He's on his way to the turn mark, which is just, you see that red mark that Herman is just going past now. He's got a jibe to execute and then pull that chute off. So he's gone pretty close to that mark, as will John Winning. They've made their approach from out wide, but they've given themselves a nasty little jibe and a takedown to do. Coco approaching the mark now, and around he comes. So first position locked away at this point still for Cocko and crew, Trent Barnabas and Aaron Links. Great job, and I guess looking at them in the park this morning, they were a little bit race-faced for mine, so they wanted to get on with this today and put their marker down and let the rest of them know what's in store for them. Anyway, round comes Herman. So Herman's probably about the same distance. I don't think anybody's won or lost there, and John Winning, much the same. So they've all kept their positions and spaces on each other down there. 3 Aussie boats, Thurlow Fisher, the Pirates and Yandu, father and son. And the boat that we were surprised about is that one of the ASL boats, a boat called Trunk Monkey, and Paul Allen sailing on that boat. So they've made a good account of themselves on this first lap, and they're up in about 5th position, well in front of Howie. They've just got to hang on and keep going. So that's the roundings at the bottom, Alcatraz mark for the first time. We'll see them back as they come through the gate. Okay, so we're on Michael Cox and still leads them, going through the gate for the first time, and this is the second time on a win. He's gone through the gate and he's on his way to the Golden Gate. Now, you can see appliances online, the Pirates. I think my feeling is that Pirates might have just got a little bit out of Cocko. I think their boat's going extremely well upwind, not much in it, but I think there's been a bit of a game there. So through comes Herman, and the guy that's really smoked up there was interesting. He took a different lay leg to this mark here is Yandu. They stayed out in that tide longer, so that means they're still getting a lot more benefit from it, and they're going to tack, I would think, right on that red can of the gate mark and head it back out into that tide. I'd be very surprised if they come too much further in here, but I've been wrong before. So all Australian affair at the moment. Cocko, the Pirates, smoking it up there, and John Winning Senior in the Yandu. And the next boat to come through here looks like Maersk Line, Graham Gately, doing a good job today. Remember, they were the other one that capsized yesterday, so the two capsizees, Cocko and Graham Gately, doing a good job today. So got their race faces on. And the other boat that's crawled back up into this is Alex Vallings in the CT Battens. He's a very solid crew on that boat. We'll tell you a bit more about their names and their past performances in other classes when I get the sheet out sooner than later. Anyway, back to you at the top mark for the second time. Okay, so we're on Cocko and the flying Thurlow Fisher. This is the last approach to this downwind gate because they've only got to go down to Alcatraz now, get the chute tucked away and come back to the finish, and all going well, that'll do it for them in race 3. So go Cocko. As we said, they had the race faces on this morning. You could tell in the park they're just a little bit niggly and wanting to get on with it. And but right behind them, keeping them honest, is the mighty Pirate Ship. She's smoking along as well. This breeze has probably picked up a bit. I think the air in Sacramento Valley has really heated up, and we're getting this pressure coming in under the bridge as per usual. So this is blowing about 20 knots out there now. Good solid racing, plenty of action on these downwind legs. You can see the boats just right up out of the water. Got to keep those bows up, don't want to bury it. It's all over for you. So Herman safely through, jibing to take go out into the tide with Cocko, like they like that approach angle, and through comes John Winning. Now Woody's probably caught up a bit here, but he's going to, I tell you what, he's not going to give up, that's for sure. And it's on between father and son yet again, and they're doing a nice job coming through there, beautifully balanced. And it's pretty much daylight back to 4th place, which I still think is Graham Gately in the Maersk boat. He's going to keep it upright today, hopefully. He had that mishap yesterday, and Graham will get home in a nice 4th. I can't see him catching any of the others, but that's a nice place. That's a keeper for him. And we just heard that Alex Vallings in the CT Battens has capsized, got a bit of a problem from one of these ferry boats out here, put it in the tide. So bad luck those guys. Howie Hamlin still out the back door. He's about 2 minutes, 3 minutes off the pace here today. Just goes to show you've got to get that start, and that's what Cocko did. He brained them off the start line, opened up a nice gap to that first turn mark at the Golden Gate, and hasn't relinquished 1 second of it. If anything, he's probably extended. So that's our leading pack. We'll come back to at the bottom mark, and we see who's still standing. But I've got a feeling they're all up for it at this stage. Okay, so Simon's got the camera on the white chute, green outline and a black outline around that. That is the truck monkey, and I'm standing beside Eric Simonson here. A little bit of history on the truck monkey, mate. What's the relevance of that title?
The relevance is a little monkey that lives in the back of your trunk that takes care of the dirty business for your vehicle needs and whatnot. And basically it's the name that they use for their Mum 30, and they've transferred it to the skiff there for general purposes.
And Howie Hamlin's old foreign hand, Paul Allen's in the bow of that boat?
Paul Allen, yes, he moved over to there on the promise that if he, Skip and Jody McCormick bought the 18, that he would come crew for them for this first season, and so there he is.
Yeah, well, they're doing a pretty good job because Howie's struggling to keep in front of them, so go the truck monkey. So there you go. Strange name, but there's a reason for it. Okay, so there he is, all the way winner. Got the great crackerjack start, and Michael Coxon, Aaron Links, Trent Barnabas, all the way winner of race 3 at the San Fran 18-foot Skiff International, and that puts them right back in the picture now. So they've got a 3 and a 1 and a discard, which they're not dropping yet because you've got to get to 5 races. But there it is. Jessica pulled the horn for them, and second place, solid as a rock, our dream team from yesterday. Herman winning, Ewan McNichol and Big Peter Harris got an ordinary start, and that cost them. If they'd got a similar start to Coco, we would have seen a much closer race, I'm sure. So Coco just got that break and just held them off at the same distance the whole way around. But a second, wow, 2 1s and a 2 in race 3, excellent stuff. And right behind Herman, probably about 20 seconds adrift, is Yandu with Noddy in the bow and Gibbo on sheet. That's an excellent position. That's a keeper. So Woody's scorecard is 3, 2, 3. Excellent stuff. And there's a little kiteboard just zipping across the line. No doubt he's doing a bit of practice for Wednesday's bridge to bridge. These guys really smoke. And can't wait for that one. So third boat over, and the fourth boat is Graham Gately, the first of the Kiwis today. Sailed a very solid race, and 4 points for Graham. Keepers for sure. Well played.